Hello everyone, welcome you all to the second day of the Python with Magicbit program. So today we are going to do the magic display, or we are going to use the display in the Magicbit to display some text on it. So in the first week we did, or in the first day we did actually the basic introduction about the Python programming and MicroPython programming languages, and also a basic introduction about the Magicbit. And also I showed you how to install the programming platform, the Tony IDE, to your computer. And we did a small activity to display some text on the Tony IDE with the help of MicroPython and Magicbit. So after covering all these things, today we are going to use exactly the Magicbit display to display some text. So this is the printout of the Magicbit. When we use the relevant components on it, we need to refer this. For today activities, we need to refer only these SDA and SCL pins, pin number 21 and 22. I will show you when we need this. So first of all, before open the Tony software, you have to computer and you have to upload the MicroPython firmware to your Magicbit. So you can search for the Magicbit web uploader, and then you have to connect Magicbit with your web uploader, and you have to upload the MicroPython firmware, and after that you can open the Tony IDE. This is the Tony IDE, the logo we installed last week, so you can open it. So this is how the Tony IDE looks like once you open it. So now after opening the Tony IDE, now we have to connect our Magicbit with this Tony IDE. Now before we connect it, you have to close the uploader once you are done uploading the Python firmware, and then go to the run tool of the toolbar here, run, and there you can see the first option, configure interpreter. And here you have to, first of all, you have to check whether it is the MicroPython ESP32. If it is not there, you have to click on this drop down list and select that. And here in the port, yes, you have to select whatever the available USB serial port and OK. Then you will see the red color text appear that was in the interpreter goes out, and then this green color run button will appear here. And in this place, we are going to type the code. That simply now our Magicbit is connected with the Tony IDE. So what we are going to do today, I actually explained that part. We are going to display some text on the Magicbit display like this, right? So what is this display? Simply we call it as the OLED display. OLED, the letters stand for Organic Light Emitting Diode. It is a self-luminous display using organic materials that self-illuminate when current flows through them. That means when we power the Magicbit, when the current flows through the whatever the material within this display, we can have the output. So in the program, in any kind of programming language, Python, Arduino, MicroPython, C++, anyway, any kind of language, the first thing we are doing is we are importing the necessary libraries. Here to this program, we need two libraries. First one is machine and the second one is SSD 1306. This machine library is used to activate the different components or to get the access to the different components available in the Magicbit or any kind of device like this. And to work with the OLED display, this SSD 1306 library is used. Now, if you check out here we have imported the two libraries in two different ways. So, first thing what we did here in the first line is, from the machine library, without importing whole library, we have imported only two sections of that. Only the pin and I2C sections of the machine library is imported. And here in the second line, we have imported the whole SSD 1306 library. So if you want to import the whole library, you can just type import machine without these two. But without importing whole library, we have imported only the required sections, pin and I2C. Okay, now let's move to our Tony IDE and make the program, right? So here I have done it. So I will just copy the 2 lines for you. But you have to type it, right? Okay, look at here. Now here the from and import, that those words have purple color. And all those words are in simple letters. Now instead of here simple left, if I type capital F, see, so is it not the from earlier? There's no purple color with that. That means definitely it should be capital. All these purple color letters, we call them as syntaxes. All these syntaxes, most of the time, these syntaxes has a definite format. That format is common to anyone or anywhere in the world. We can't change it just like our wish. We have to use them exactly the way they are. Right? So that is why these letters should be from simple and to be start with simple letters. Right? Okay, so from the machine library, we have imported pin and I2C. Here the P of the pin is capital. If you type simple P here, that is not the pin section within this machine. So you have to type definitely the capital P here. After importing the libraries, then we have to define the components pins. Now here the component we are using is the OLED display. Now we have to define in the code what are the pins that this OLED display is connected with the Magicbit. So in that case, that is why the place where we have to go for the pin configuration of the Magicbit here. Here, there are 2 pins called SDA and SCL, which are those with the display. So you have to find SDA is for pin 21, SCL is connected with pin 22. And then you have to define those 2 pins in your program to work with Magicbit display, right? So here in this code section, the first line is to that. It has given a name as simple I2C, and it is the format of that definition is taken from the I2C part in the machine library we define here. Look at here, I2C, capital I2C is there. So the same I2C is taken here to define that this line is refers to the that I2C section in the machine library. So the first line is, so let's go to the Tony. I2C, the name of the line is given as simple I2C. Then I2C section from the machine, -1 is there, and SCL is given with the pin 22. Look at here, this pin, word pin is taken from this pin section of the machine. So as we put capital P here, you have to put capital P here also. SCL is for pin 22 and SDA is for pin 21, comma, SDA equals to pin 21. As we have opened another bracket here, we have to close it. Right? And then we have to define the size of the display. That means the width and the height. So you can use any name to use that. OLED width. Here no need to use the OLED part also. You can just type the width as well. But anyhow, we have to use the whatever the word you type here within the relevant places. Exactly the same word. The Magicbit display width is 128 and its height is 64. Right? And then in the 4th line, we are defining all these details. OLED I2C display pins and this height and the width, all these details according to this library SSD 1306. So how we define that is, we are making a name called OLED, and then that is according to the format within this SSD 1306. So here I just copy this one, but you have to type, right? SSD 1306 dot SSD 1306 I2C. Here the first thing should be simple. That is to indicate this line is from this library here. And then OLED width, this should be the same name that you have given here. OLED height, that also should be the same name you have given here. And this I2C, simple I2C is the name you have given here, right? And the bracket, closing the brackets. So that is how we define the data related to the display according to the format of the libraries. Now we have to do, after defining the data related to the component, so simply we call this as initializing the display. After initializing the display, we have to make some settings. So as the settings, we need to clear the data in the display before displaying any other value. That means to display a value, before that we have to remove, we have to erase everything that is already available in the display. So how we can do that? As we have given name to our display as OLED, so we have to make it fill with nothing. To say nothing, we have put 0, and then we can call the next value as show. So to remove whatever the things, we have to make OLED dot fill to 0, and to call the next value, we have to make OLED show. After that, after erasing the things in the display, then we can make our program. We can do the rest of the program to display whatever the text we want, right? So here as the text, we are going to display these two words. If you want, you can type any other word, and then these two zeros are to implement the place or the position of the word within the display. I will show you how we can change them and get the output. And after that line, we are calling whatever the text here to appear on the display, right? So here in the Tony, you have to type OLED dot text. So that should be within the brackets and within single quotes, right? So let's use the same text. Welcome all. So then we close the single quote and keep comma, and you have to define the position. For the moment, I will use x0, y0 position. That means no specific position. This will be the default position that will appear at the top left corner of the display. And to show it, let's use the command OLED dot show. Now this is the whole program to display a single text on a OLED display. So basically in our Magicbit display. Now you have to run it. How you can run it is, you can click on this green color button. When you click on that, you will get this kind of message here in the interpreter. And if you check the Magicbit display, you will see now the output is appear like this. Whatever the text you want. Okay, now I am going to change the text. So what I need to do is, I just need to type the text I want. So here I will type my name. And while changing the name, I will change the position also. So instead of 0, 0, I need to appear my name on the middle of the screen. As you know, the width of the screen is 128. So then you can type. Actually, the middle means here you have to type the starting position, right? If your word is or the text is too long, it will come as it doesn't come in a single line. Then it will go for double lines or 3 lines like that. So here I will start it from X10 position, and to take it little down of the screen, I will put Y as 20. Let's check, and I will run it. See, now it is not in the top position, top left corner. It has come little down and it has come little middle of the screen. I will change the position a little bit again. I will take it little middle. So I will change X to 25 and Y to 35. Let's see what is the position coming. And I run it again. Okay, look at here. Now it is looks like exactly middle. So like that, changing the position of the display, you can appear them in different places of the display. So this is how basically we can display some text in the Magicbit display. So this is the basically the program to display some text on the Magicbit display. First, we have imported the required libraries, and then we define the things related to the OLED display, or we initialize the display, and then we clear the display first. If something is there on the display already, we clear them, and then we appear the text we want. So yes, we did that our first activity on the Magicbit. So is there anyone who is still looking for a Magicbit who don't have a Magicbit to try out these programs, this Python with Magicbit and also the other one, the Scratch with Magicbit? So you can visit the Magicbit's official website, magicbit.cc, and there you will find a page called Products or Shop. So you can go there. Basically, in the shop page, there will be a product called Magicbit Learner, which is the basic one. So you can continue these 2 programs with that Magicbit Learner kit. And if you wish to continue with some more after these 2 courses, you can upgrade your product to the next levels. But to continue with these 2 programs, the Magicbit Learner kit is enough. That's all for today. Thank you, everyone. Let's meet on next week.